loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the HummingBirdCoven. On this channel I like to work with my oracle, I like to work with tarot, I like to work with my intuition, as well as basic understanding of astrology to guide you, to support you, to provide confirmation for you on your personal journey. I think I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to pull some cards for this week. I did kind of write some notes. If you see me looking over there, my notes are there. Grab your notebook, grab your tea, grab everything that you need to get comfy and to receive this guidance as well. I'm going to be channeling live, so also I pray that you're patient with me and take what resonates and leave what doesn't as well. I kind of pull messages for the collective consciousness, so if something doesn't resonate with you, it's probably for someone else, so just kind of leave it there. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna get right into it. So this new moon is a new moon in Leo. What's interesting about this moon is that we are at the end of Leo season, so there has been it kind of started the last moon that we had, so from the Cancer moon as well. We had two Cancer moons, so we had a Cancer full, I think it was a solar eclipse, I want to say, and then we had a regular Cancer new moon. And since then, the new moons have been kind of pushed back a little bit, and it's because there's a lot of retrograde action happening now. There's about 5, I believe, major planets in retrograde. So we have Pluto's in retrograde, Jupiter's in retrograde, Saturn's in retrograde, all in the sign of Capricorn. There's a big breakdown of the foundations that we once held, traditional foundations, governments, businesses, establishments, things like this, industries, but also kind of traditional, for some people, traditional beliefs. We're breaking down that energy. We're seeing also the energy of Jupiter, which is something that I did channel. The reason Jupiter, I feel like, is in there with Pluto and Saturn, which are a little heavier planets. Pluto is the planet, it creates pressure, it's the planet of death and destruction and decay, but it's also about transformation as well. So that's kind of transforming the energy, transforming maybe some traditional values as well has been coming through. Pluto's energy is, it's creating pressure on this old foundation, on this old world that we were living in, on the old structure of many different areas in your life, in your career space as well. Capricorn Saturn energy. Saturn rules the sign of Capricorn, and Saturn is kind of the father archetype as well in astrology. It's also about rules and discipline, but it's about your career, it's about surviving in the outside world, and the tools and the resources, the discipline that you also need in this kind of cold hard world to be able to survive, to be able to thrive in this space. But it can also be a very stern energy. It can be a very my way or the highway kind of energy in its more shadow aspect. So that is also breaking down. And then also all the corruption that has been happening in our governments, for some people in their businesses, all the injustice that has been happening, all of those things are being broken down at this time with Saturn's energy, as we are being ushered in to the age of Aquarius, which is going to be a completely new age. Some people feel like this is kind of the end of the world type of energy, which it's not. We are simply being ushered into a new age, into a new time, and a lot of the time to do that, sometimes you need destruction to create something new. We kind of have to break down what was not working to be able to step into something better. But as I was saying with Jupiter, I feel like Jupiter's in there because Jupiter is the energy of expansion, it's the energy of blessings, it's the guru energy, it's the spiritual teacher as well. So I feel like Jupiter's in there to find kind of the good and to expand the good of what we did have, of what we did kind of gain from this past age that we were in, because not all of what we have been given, even if you think about technology, not all of it is bad, right? Not all of it is to be thrown aside or to be broken down or destroyed completely, right? So I feel like Jupiter's energy is there to remind us of the good things, of the lessons that we have learned also within this time, of the blessings that we have received as well, and to make sure that we hold on to those things as we continue to move into this next age. And yeah, I don't know where that, I can't remember where that came from, which is also kind of something that happens. I tend to channel and then I completely forget what I said, which is also why I look back on my videos sometimes, and I do encourage you to look back on videos, especially the monthly videos, and also feel free to watch any of those videos. You have every single sign is somewhere in your chart. It might not be your sun, moon, or rising, but if you know your chart, if you know what house a certain sign is in, that can possibly the energy that is occurring within that kind of area in your life. So I also have the astrology calculator, your natal chart calculator. I'll have that posted down in the can I speak? I'll have that posted down in the description box below, and I'll also have some links to those videos as well if you're interested. And yeah, I'm just going to pull some cards to see what Spirit wants us to know, what's kind of coming in, again, for the beginning, middle, and end of the week, and then kind of the underlying energy. I'll pull at the bottom of the deck. First card that wants to come out, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Yeah, there is a bit of that energy. I think I'm going to take that back though, just because I wasn't completely focused in what I was doing. But there is a bit of an energy of conclusions energy. We're kind of wrapping up this old world that we were surviving in, literally. We're wrapping up any loose ties, any loose ends, any debts that you may have to jobs or people or whatever the case scenario may be. New moons are also generally a good time to just tie those things up so that you're able to then manifest something new without having things from the past kind of knocking at your door being like, hey, remember, you have to deal with this, or whatever the case scenario may be. It's freeing up some more space and some more time, which is also an energy that came through with Venus in Cancer right now, which is actually opposite the energy that's happening in Capricorn. Cancer is directly opposite Capricorn's energy. Cancer is the mother archetype in astrology, and as I said, Capricorn / Saturn energy is the father archetype in astrology. And we had new moon in Leo, want to just jump out there, so definitely a message. It's also kind of reminding us, but it's still a new moon. Confidence is the key to success. And yeah, that's kind of the energy. It's cleaning out what no longer serves also within us. It's cleaning out our closets. It's maybe for some people it's coming out of the closet. That might be for specific people. It's cleaning out. This also kind of has to do with family as well. Venus energy wants to make everyone feel good, wants to feel pleasure as well, wants to feel happy, wants to have good times, good energy. So Venus is in Cancer right now, kind of sweetening the energy of healing. With that full moon eclipse energy as well, conclusions are within reach. There is a certain amount of healing that needs to happen so that we are able to release even some emotions, so that we are able to prep and move into this new time, into this new space. And I feel like there's also an energy of, with your family as well, Cancer energy rules the mother archetype, but also rules the energy of the fourth house, or the home space, of family, of traditions, of past, and of past lives as well. So it's also, there might be things from the past kind of coming up for review as well, as I was saying, that you might need to let go of, or you might need to maybe even revamp or revisit, which is also another energy coming through that links to Uranus right now, which is retrograde in the sign of Taurus. So Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. It's the rebel. It's the energy that likes to kind of shake things up. It's the unexpected surprise energy as well. Sorry, it's getting a little bit dark. I'm just gonna lighten it up. The sun's going down, and as you know, I work with my natural light, so this is what it is. But yeah, with this energy of Uranus in Taurus, it's about rebuilding, it's about revamping. Again, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, as I said, so Uranus being the ruling planet, it's kind of getting us ready, and also making us think about the things that we value. Like, what do we value? Again, what do we want to take with us into this new age? What are the good things that we have learned in this time that we want to move forward with, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's rebuilding, revamping, revisiting, lots of reflection energy on our values, on also our possessions, on also our work, the work that we want to be doing as well. There might be energies of revamping our workspaces, revamping our careers, again, online businesses as well. Aquarius rules the energy of the internet, and of also forward thinking and kind of genius, intuitive thinking, things that were never seen before, never heard of before, innovative kind of energy. So it's finding a new way to do things as well. Again, as we move into this new age, it's taking what we have, the blessings of what we have received from this time, even though it was for a lot of us maybe a darker time, and we're realizing how much maybe darkness has affected our lives as things kind of come up for review, or as certain patterns of behavior we're kind of trying to heal out of, where a lot of us are breaking generational curses. So there's a lot of things, like familial things, as I said, with that Venus in Cancer, like even things that have nothing to do with you, but you were the person who came here to break that generational curse and to do something different. So people in your family might even not understand that, and my nose just fell. It's okay. People might not understand that. People might not understand where you're coming from. But again, confidence is the key to success. Live in your truth, live in your light is very much an energy that is coming through. Live in your light, live in your truth. The sun, the moon, as well as the sign or the planet of Mercury are in the sign of Leo at the time of the new moon. So this is also about being confident in your speech. This is about also healing the inner child. Mercury is also kind of an energy of the child, or the trickster, right? That trickster energy, that playful energy though as well. It's about refining our inner child. It's also Mercury is the messenger of the gods, right? So it's also a lot of information I feel like might be coming in for you at this time. That was a lot. That was a mouthful. Let me just take a sip of water while you guys digest that and write that down real quick. Again, I'm going to get into the cards because all of that, as I said as well, as I was meditating on the energy of this new moon, all of that energy just came through at once for me. So it was overwhelming for me as well. So I do understand. Also, there is a feeling of overwhelming. It's a lot of new energy that's coming in. But Spirit is so kind, like our ancestors, whatever God you pray to, is so forgiving and compassionate and loving, and there for us and supportive of us, and allowing of mistakes, and allowing of... There's an energy like, when we at least recognize also the mistakes that we made, again, it's about stripping that ego, right? And truly living in your truth. It's about embracing your inner child as well, as the energy that has been coming through. Yeah, I'm all over the place today, and I'm sorry, but that is literally, like, that is the energy. It's very, it's ready for action as well. It's ready to speak. It's ready to, like, I feel like there's very much an energy that you guys are probably feeling of, like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do something. Which is also the energy of Mars in the sign of Aries right now, which is its home sign. So it's very much that energy of, like, I know what I'm fighting for. I know what I want to do. I know what actions I want to take. At least in feeling, there's also an energy of, I may not actually know the steps that I'm going to take. I just know that I really want to do something right now. It's kind of an energy that's coming through. So let me know if you can relate to that, all of that spiels that I just said. Let me know in the comments down below, like this video if it resonates with you so far. And let me get into the cards. Okay, so the beginning of the week, during this new moon in Leo, what is the energy that's coming through for the collective? one card, so I'm going to take that back. But I did see Aries energy. Again, like we're ready to go. Ready to go. Interesting. South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Yep. 100%. And we're also about to enter the energy of another eclipse season. So the first eclipse season that we had, if you've been following my channel, was during the time when the world was literally going to shit. Excuse my French, but it was when there was a bunch of chaos. It was right after March. It was after actually the full moon, I believe. Yeah, the full moon in Virgo that we had on March 8th, I believe. 8th or 9th. And after that, we started to have the lockdowns, and then everything after that happened. I don't need to remind everyone what's going on. But eclipse energy, eclipse season is very much about releasing your south node and stepping into your north node. So your south node is, for those of you who are new again, your south node is who you came into this life as. This is what you're comfortable with. This is also probably who you were in your past life as well. So you're also coming with all the karma that you need to kind of pay off from your past life. And from past lives, past generations in your family as well. Again, as I was saying, generational curses that we're breaking. But yeah, so your south node is who you are. It's who you're comfortable being. It's the environment that you're comfortable, or that you're kind of comfortable growing up in. It's what we're used to, and it's also what we get used to as well. But it is an energy that, although you're not meant to completely throw it away, right? You're not completely meant to disregard it. There are some good qualities in there that you're meant to kind of help you to move forward towards your north node, which is your destiny, which is where you're meant to go in this life, which is probably uncomfortable for you, but it's where we're meant to kind of strive to. And the process of getting from your south node to your north node is challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge, because for some of us, it's because we have, again, a lot of karmic debt to pay off from our past life, but it's also because it's meant to make us stronger, so that when we get to our north node, like, we're stable, we have a solid foundation, right? And if you've been with me for a while as well, you know that this year 2020 is a 4 universal year, which is all about foundations. This year was about breaking down the old foundations and literally building back up from the bottom, from the bricks, from, you know what I mean, like from the 4 pillars, building back a solid foundation that doesn't have any cracks, that doesn't have, you know what I mean, like something that will last for future generations as well, to be able to sustainable is the word that's coming through, that is sustainable for your family and for yourself, and again for the future generations. So yeah, during this new moon, and during the first few days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week, or whenever it is that you're seeing this as well, as you know, my messages are always timeless. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let who you were, don't let all the also negative things that might be coming up for you, the person who you used to be, you are not that person anymore. Any anxiety that you might be feeling, any fear that you might be feeling, any doubts that you might be feeling based on those memories that you're having that are kind of putting you back in that state of, for some, like fear, trauma, like it's very triggering energy that might have been coming through for you. It's about remembering that you are not that person anymore, and it's about celebrating that maybe you were that person, and maybe you could have been worse, but you chose not to, and you're someone else now. You are better for it now. And it's about celebrating that and holding on to that and using that to propel you forward into, again, your north node, into your destiny. We also have this kind of green, bluish type of energy, so I am feeling very much heart chakra, which is the heart center is also ruled by Leo's energy. So heart chakra and your throat energy is coming through. Again, you have that Mercury in Leo, so it's about communicating also your truth, because it's also the greatest people the icons of this world, the legends of this world, have some of the hardest stories. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's about using what you went through, learning the lessons of why you also went through what you went through, to be able to then maybe either speak about it, like as a speaker, as a motivational speaker, or through your art in whatever way that is for you, through your creativity, be able to share that, so that other people can also, first of all, find a commonality, but also then be able to heal from that and know that there is better, know that, like, inspiring people kind of energy is coming through, because I know a lot of people on my channel are probably artists of whatever kind. So it's about, yeah, taking what you've learned from who you know yourself to be, at least at this point in your life, and then moving towards who you know you are meant to become. And knowing that it's going to be challenging, it's going to be uncomfortable, but don't let your fears hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. It's about opening up your heart space as well. Energy is coming through. Yeah. Love center, heart center. Very much an energy that's coming through. So let me get the middle of the week. Thank you. She went flying. Yes, yes. And I knew this card was going to come out. This card has been coming out repeatedly in my personals, for my dailies for myself. Again, that green energy coming through, very much heart chakra, very much self-love. That's also all Leo energy, is very much a self-love energy, right? It's about refining love for yourself and confidence in yourself and in your own abilities. And when you truly love yourself, when you can accept yourself, that is what will reflect in your relationships with other people as well. But yeah, prosperity lies ahead. Your blessings lie ahead. Like, things are coming in for you. New opportunities as well are coming in for you. That is a new moon energy. And we were just talking about also Uranus retrograde in the sign of Taurus. I very much feel like they're like Spirit wants to surprise us right now. It wants to shower us with blessings right now. Our ancestors want to support us right now. So it's about also being in a space where you are able to receive that. Receive that energy, receive that abundance that wants to come through for you. The sun's going down, so I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. End of the week. Wednesday to Sunday. Oh, sorry, Friday to Sunday. Friday to Sunday. 21st to the 23rd. Thank you. Yeah, Aries energy came right back out. It's time to take action. Yeah, I very much, and 2 new moon energies. Right? Like, there are blessings that are coming for you at this time. You already probably been seeing signs. You've already probably have received information, right? Confirmations that help you also feel more confident in your own abilities. You've been probably receiving, yeah, like a call for that next job, or whatever the case scenario is. You are being blessed at this time. So be in a space to also be able to receive that. And, sorry, I just saw the bottom of the deck, which is, yeah. But to receive that and to embrace it, and to know also that you deserve it, for also the hard work that you've been putting in healing yourself, especially if you use this time of the new moon to truly let go of your fears of what have been holding you back in your past, and step into, again, who you know you are, who you're meant to be, your authentic truth. That's also very much Age of Aquarius energy, is living, breathing, like being in our authentic truth, and having that be an inspiration to people to also be able to live exactly as they are. Embracing all sides of us as well. Very much an energy of embracing the masculine but also feminine energy within us. Yeah, we have the energies of earth and fire here. That Mother Earth energy. And then you have, so the bottom of the deck was full moon, right? Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, so a lot of us have probably been going through some family things, whatever it is for you. Whatever struggles, whatever confrontations, like whether you're confronting some of your older relatives about if you're someone who's an ally and you're trying to educate some of your family, or again, if you're just someone who's doing something a little bit different from the traditional values that your family maybe upholds to, that might hold some truth, but they're not, they may not either resonate with you, or some of them may be a little bit toxic, because it's become just performance is an energy that's coming through. It's become more performative than actually a lifestyle type of energy. So it's very much of energy of like seeing through the illusion of that performance kind of energy, of that ego, really what that is. Which is interesting, because the sun's energy rules our ego, and our ego is really just our identity. It is who we feel ourselves to be in a space at a certain time. It is our confidence basically on steroids. It's our confidence that can be unstable sometimes, right? And then lead to being a little bit too big-headed, and then maybe saying something that you don't mean, maybe being a little bit too aggressive in how we also approach something as well. So it is, even though it's about taking action, yes, this is a new space coming through, we have to shed that ego so that we don't take it into this new energy, because spirit will shut that shit down real quick, let me tell you. Let me tell you something, like, they don't play. They will bring down those towers. They will remind you of who you are as well, and where you did come from, right? So it's very much that energy. I'm going to pull some clarifier, some advice, maybe some spiritual advice, ritual advice, to see what spirit wants us to remember. What do we need to know? What do we need to do to be able to also receive the blessings that are trying to come into our lives? Yeah, there's a lot of new energy coming through. So also, congratulations to whatever job it is that you just grabbed out of nowhere that is probably saving you right now as well. We know what's going on in this world, so any extra abundance that we can get is such a blessing. So it's also about being thankful for that, being grateful. And again, it's about making, if you are also trying to get more into your spirituality, into ancestral reverence and gratitude, or working with spirit as well, it's about, like, what is that lifestyle for you? What does that actually look like within your lifestyle? So that it is not something that is performative, but it is your truth that you are living. It is you and your authentic nature. As a spiritual being and as a human being, like, we are both, right? So it's about not separating maybe, or even just our human, if we see it like that as well. It's not about separating our human selves and just being the spiritual, like, I am holier than thou type of energy, because again, that would be in the shadow of our ego. It's about recognizing that, no, I am human too. I do make mistakes. I do, you know what I mean? Like, I am forgetful sometimes. I do like instant pleasure, instant gratification in certain areas of life. These things in excess are negative and can have negative effects for us, but they're not all bad. There's, you know what I mean? They're not all bad. So it's about understanding and respecting both halves, the light and the dark in both sides, and finding a balance. Yeah. Okay. Beginning of the week, self-known. Thank you. Honesty. Wow. Yep. Card number 26. First of all, you have fire energy. This is Leo moon. This is fire energy. You already have fire energy on the table with the Aries too. So definitely work with fire, work with candles, in whatever way it means for you. If you work with your ancestors, definitely light a candle. But this is about being honest with yourself again, being honest about who you have been in the past and who you are now, who are you choosing to be now as well. It's about being honest about what you want for yourself, and to being honest about, again, who you are, and speaking your truth as well, knowing also that you have the support of your ancestors when you call on them. They're listening. They're there for you. They're just waiting for you to connect with them, and they want to shower you with blessings. So allow them to. It's also card number 26, which is card number 8, which is about cycles. This is about, again, moving through a new cycle. It's moving out of the old world that we were in and moving into the new world, moving into the new age. Let's get the middle of the week. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. Ooh. Sorry guys, they go flying. Rigid. Interesting. Again, I feel like there's an energy of Spirit wants to surprise you, but you might not, like, you have to be open to that, right? You have to be in a space to receive whatever it is that Spirit wants to bless you with. So there is also an energy of letting go of expectation of what you think is coming. Hold whatever truth, whatever visions that you've had, hold that in your heart, but allow room for Spirit to bless you. Allow room for Spirit to give you more maybe than you thought was coming in for you. Don't be rigid to the prosperity that's coming through for you. Obviously, know what is right for you, know what is wrong for you, and you can always also consult Spirit. You can also always consult your ancestors if something comes through and you're kind of unsure what that energy is. High Priestess of Spirit, though, is under that, which is about trusting your intuition. Again, trust your guides to guide you towards the prosperity that you are meant to receive, and know that anything else will be broken down. Spirit will break it down. But don't be rigid to this new blessing that is coming in as well. Spirit is trying to give you a new experience. And it's going to be something, I feel like it might be a little bit unexpected for some of you. But this is about creating something new. Create a new reaction as well as an energy that's coming through. Create a new reaction. Let's get the end of the week. Thank you. Strength. Sorry, I hope you can see it. It's getting dark. I miss my tree. Yeah, the sun is like super going down. Oh, I want to show you the sunset. Sorry guys, I have to show you that. That's, oh, can you even see that? No, it's not doing it justice. Anyways, sorry. Actually reading. Strength. At the end of the week, another card, number 8, 35. So you have 8, then you have 3, and then you have 8. So that might be something for you, 838. Wow. Sorry guys, this video is all over the place. If you're still with me, thank you. I don't know, like, we're getting used to this. We're getting used to it. Strength at the end of the week. It's time to take action. Again, this is like strength energy is also Leo energy coming through. But this is about, again, first of all, strengthen your ancestors with this tree, this family tree energy. Knowing that you have their support as well if you, in taking action, in taking a new direction. But also with the seat at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's an energy of possible self-sabotage. I feel like that's why I said create a new reaction, right? With this rigid energy. Don't sabotage your blessings by being in your ego and by maybe being a little bit too aggressive. Know when to pull back, know when to just stand strong in your truth is an energy that's coming through. But allow this new cycle to kind of play out in your life. Be careful also, this might be someone else. This deceitful energy, it might not be it could be your own, but it might be someone else who's possibly either maybe unknowingly even talking down or just shutting down your ideas. It could be like they might not even know they're doing it is also an energy that is coming through. It might be innocent, they don't even realize. But the way that you react to it could cause friction possibly is an energy that's coming through. Or this could be someone who's really just has bad intentions for you, and it's about being strong enough to know yourself and your truth, know who you are as an authentic being, and be able to create a new reaction, be able to walk away and know that your blessings are going to come to you. No, because under that as well, you have success. Like, you will be successful. Under that is self-worth. When you know your self-worth, under that is invisible. When you step away from a second, maybe from a situation or from the outside world, and you remember that you are an individual, you embrace your individuality. Under that is playful. There's so many. Be playful with the situation. Allow the innocence. I'm also feeling the energy of see the other person as a child. Be compassionate towards them as well. Maybe that is the reaction that you need to switch. Being more compassionate to the other person and understand. That doesn't mean that you have to also... sorry guys. It's so dark. That doesn't mean that you have to engage with them or trade energy with them. It is about being compassionate for the way maybe they are acting or reacting, and choosing to remove yourself from that situation, because you have control of your actions, right? It's complicated, but the most complicated struggles that we kind of go through in our life, when we get out of them, they become the most rewarding, because they grant us with strength. They grant us strength. They grant us resilience. Sorry. And this card is all bent up too. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there because it's getting really dark. But I hope that message was helpful for you. I hope that that kind of gave you confirmation. It supports you on your journey. I might make another video, possibly, for kind of more personal, kind of pick a card to see how this moon is affecting you. But we'll see. I'll see if I have time and how I'm kind of feeling. I've been on and off with the videos lately. But, because I'm doing my own healing as well, to be very honest with you. Like, we all have work to do, right? We all have things. Sorry, it's really dark. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy healing.